Hello everyone, and welcome back to Gloria's Crafts. My name's Gloria, and today I'm going to be making a paper flower. So let's get started. Basically, you're going to need construction paper, any color you choose. This is an orangish yellow color I chose. And you're going to need scissors, a pencil, your hot glue gun, and finger protectors. Very easy. So I just freehandedly drew this pattern, and it's about 14 centimeters across, and I just did that. And you need 10 of these, and then what I did was, for these you need 20 of these. And I pretty much, it's about 14 centimeters across. Just did a bunch of wiggly lines because flowers are beautiful and they grow in different ways, so it doesn't have to be perfect. So I have more to cut out, but you need 10 of the paddle looking ones and 20 of the other ones. So this is so easy once you get it all cut. It's much easier. So you need 10 of these shape, and I freehand drew this. Not hard. Takes a while because I'm not the best drawer, but it's not as hard as you would think. You just can't think too much, and when you're cutting, you want very sharp scissors because you don't want jagged ends. So here's the paddle looking ones. So I have 10 of them. Now I have to cut out the other ones. So if you can see the lines after you cut out your leaves or petals, whatever you want to call them, just erase them. That's why you do it with a pencil. You just erase it. So I'm going to be making a pretty decent sized rose, and I'm pretty excited about it. I think they're lovely hanging on a wall in your house, and when you run out of flowers that you've bought at the store, it's awesome if you can make your own flowers. So I'm going to be working on more tutorials, I believe, on different sizes and shapes of flowers, but I thought I would start with the easiest one first, which would be the bigger one. It's not as intricate as a smaller one. So anywhere you see lines on your petal, right here, I can see lines, and over here, so I'm going to erase them. Wherever the lines are, I am just erasing with my pencil. So, the 20 of the petals that look like this, that have a little bit more definition, I'm going to put aside. And here is the one that looks like a paddle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay it down, put some hot glue right here, grab the other paddle and put it right here. So now it looks like a bow tie instead of a paddle. So there is that. So it looks like a bow tie. So now that we have what looks like a little bow tie, we're going to fold it this is going to be the base. Fold here so you get the crease, and fold up here. Now you're going to take in one hand your one petal and hold it like this, and then you're going to take your other petal and you're basically going to be making a cone for the center of your flower, just like that. And you want it to be flat. So now I'm going to get my hot glue, and I am going to glue down the side. Just like that. Now if it's not sticking, you're going to need some more glue. But you want it to look like a cone, and this is going to be the bud of your rose. Okay? So then you're going to do this. Whoops, I keep messing with it. I gotta stop. So there it is. We're gonna stop that. Then you're gonna get two more of the same pattern we're working with, and we're going to do the same thing because this is the base of your flower. So you're going to add hot glue on one side, so you put the glue on, then you grab your other side and you put it together like a bow tie, just like that. So where it's open at the bottom, you want to have the open side near this petal of the bud. So you're going to do the same thing but a little wider. And wrap it around your cone. So you'd like these to stick out a little more. I'm going to stick some glue here and here so I can have it kind of not very tight, but tight enough. So, because you want to be able to see the definition of the rosebud. So you hold it securely. Make sure it's pushed down, and then do the other side. Same thing. I'm going to add some glue. And then some more. And securely hold my rose bud into place. So you want it to be able to sit on your table like it's sitting right here. So see the inside? Now we're going to do the same thing again. Take two pieces of your cardboard, glue down the one side, and then put the other one right on top to make a bow tie. Then you're going to take your bud, and where it's open, it's not completely open because we just closed it, I'm going to fold these up again. Folding these up, and then I'd like it a little bit more open. So I'm going to add, give it a little room to pull this out some. You don't want too much because it's the bud, but you don't want the bud not having any opening. So I have a little bit of an opening right here. Not much, just a little. And then you're going to grab the other side, lift that up, and I'm going to make a little opening on this side when I glue to make it a little fuller. So now we're going to do the same thing again, but each time you want to open it, your bud up a little bit more each time. So you have 10 of these total, so you'll have 5 sets of leaves for your bud. So each time you want to go with where it's open, okay? So let's fold this again. This is your base. And I'm going to make it a little bit more open. See how that's a little more open? That's what I'm trying to do, opening up the bud, which is kind of awesome. Then you're going to do the other side. Remember to open your flower a little bit every time to make it so that it looks like it's starting to open and bloom. You want to smooth it out. Try not to get any wrinkles in it. And then we have one more set, I believe. Yes. And we're going to do the same thing. Glue down the one side. Glue it together. Fold. Fold again. Take your open side. Try to make it even on both sides so that you have the same amount of height as best you can, and open it a little bit more. It does not have to be perfect. It's going to be beautiful, but it does not have to be perfect because all flowers bloom differently, which is kind of awesome. So this is what we have right here. Here is our bud. I'm going to add a little glue down on the bottom to hold that tight. And I'm going to do it to this side also. So you want to make sure your rose is secure. And that your petals are down. So I'm going to add a little more glue over here. Because I don't want to pull on that. So here's your bud. I'm pretty excited. Here's your bud, and it's 10 leaves total for your bud. For these petals, where you have the cut in the top, I'm going to fold these back. I have a glue stick. This is pretty thick paper. You kind of want it to be smooth, but the thicker the paper, the harder it is. You could use a dowel rod, But see how it has creases in here? You don't really want that, but my cardstock is extremely thick. So I'm doing one at a time, because if I did more than one at a time, then it would be even, it would have more lines in it. So I'm trying not to do that. So I'm using a glue stick and wrapping it around to give my leaf some definition. So all 20 leaves you're going to wrap towards the back with your point, or you can change it the other way. It's your choice, but that's what I'm doing. Try not to rip your leaf like I just did. I didn't mean to do that. You want to go to where the line is when you're wrapping it. I was more worried about the lines than I was where the base is. You can use a wooden dowel, you can use your glue stick, anything that's round that you can wrap your petals around. Because this will give definition to your beautiful rose. This takes a bit. So you want them all going the same way, all 20 pieces of paper going the same way. I really don't like the lines in here, but there's nothing I can do. I'll try 2, maybe I won't get it with 2, who knows. Still getting it, but not as much, so maybe if you do more than one at a time, I'm going to say more than one at a time would be better. It's entirely up to you how you feel about your petals, how much curl you want to them, what color you want your flower to be. I ripped it. I'm probably going to have to tape and or glue that. I think paper flowers are beautiful, and they make a lovely accent to your home. You can put them in your kids' room. You can decorate for a baby shower with fake flowers, which is lovely. I wish I knew how to do this years ago, or had the time to do it years ago, actually. And birthday party, your little girl's room. The options are endless. Endless of what you can do with paper flowers, and it's just cardboard, which is wonderful. Because who doesn't have, I'm sorry, not cardboard, construction paper. Who doesn't have construction paper at home? The reason my color of my flower is this color is because this is the most color I had. So now you have all your leaves curled. So now these are going to be the petals on our flower. So we're going to start with this side that's open. I'm going to add glue to my petal on my base, and I'm going to put it on right here, just like that. Fold it a little at the bottom, and I'm going to add some glue right here for this first petal. Okay, now for the next petal, I'm going to somewhat bend it, and I'm going to go over here and add this petal right here. Now, if your base is not long enough, just move your flower over some so that your petals come up. Then I'm going to add some glue here and here. And I like using hot glue for this because it's instant gratification. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue here and a little bit of glue here. And I'm going to hold that and shape it towards my flower base. Okay? Then I'm going to fold this over, add some glue to the bottom, and put it right here. And then I'm going to add glue here and here again. And then I'm going to push it up and secure it. And then I'm going to do the other side. Fold it. Put glue on it. Put it on my base. And then do two right here. And adhere it to my base. Now, since our flower is coming out some, I'm going to try to curl this under here and adhere this right here. I still want where it's bowing out, but I'd like it connected. And then I'm going to do the same right here, but I'm going to fold this side in and then do this one right here. And then again, on this side, we're going to tuck this side in and glue back here and adhere right here. And you still have your petals turning, which is wonderful. And then you have one more. So I'm going to tuck him in here. I'm going to go back over here because this did not work out. So I'm going to do it again and hold it longer. And then I'm going to tuck this side in and do this side. So here's what our flower looks like right now. Now, I'm going to take this leaf and put it right here on the point. See the point? I'm going to glue that a little bit, put some glue on my leaf, and put it right here. Then, I'm going to take a little bit of glue and go up the sides, and I'm going to hold this longer because I'd like this to adhere. Try that again. You can hold it on the inside. You want to hold it, rub it on there, and then do this side and hold it on there. You could do it from the inside also. So now the flower is starting to open up. So I'm going to go to this point right here and glue this up here. Doing the same thing, gluing it on the bottom. Just like that, where the point is. Then I'm going to gather up my rose petal and I'm going to put some glue over here and over here and adhere it to my flower. See how it's taking shape? Love it. Love it. So it's nice to be able to hold on the inside to make sure that it's secure, because that's what you want. Better, I guess, to do one side at a time. Oh, my Lanta. There we go. So here's how our flower is looking. Now we want to go to the other point, which is right here. Put some glue on the bottom. Put it on the point right there. Let it get secure. Probably would have been better if I didn't use my smaller glue gun, but I got burned the other day pretty bad. So I'm kind of having a love-hate relationship with my glue gun right now, the big one. Because I love the way it works, I just do not like the way it burns me. So, I'm going to do one side at a time. So here's the one side. And then I'm going to do this side. Here's how our rose is looking. Now for the next piece. More glue on the bottom. I want to tighten this up some. So I'm going to put some glue here. bring my petal up. Just like that. Now, if you can see a gap, which I can, I'm going to add some more glue here. And hold it down. Because you want to be able to see your petals moving, not really moving around, but give them free will. And then some up here. Tuck this in. So it's starting to take shape. Again with the glue on the pointed spot. You want that kind of in the middle because you don't want all your leaves going the same way, your petals. Then I'm going to add glue over here first. And then over here. Now, if you want your leaves to curl some more, you can use your pencil or whatever you have to make your petals bloom out, which is also what I'd like to do. So I am using my pencil, or you can wait till you're finished. But I think that is starting to look like a pretty flower. So you just want to continually keep wrapping your beautiful, beautiful flower. Now you want to continually try to arrange your flower so that, see how pretty that is? So where you see bare spots, like right over here, you want flower leaves, the petals, where there are no petals. So, right there in that opening, and then bring it up. So, I am going to put some glue on here and hold the bottom where I have the petal, because I'd like it to start fanning out my petals to make them look like it's blooming. So that's what I'm going to continue to do, is try to open up my flower a little more, or a lot more, I should say. Whoops, dropped my sign. More glue. I don't think this base needs to be this long, so I'm going to cut it. I'm going to add some glue to the base. Put it right here. And I'm going to, at the bottom here, add some glue, because you want your flower to look like it's opening up. So far, this is what we have. I think it's turning out rather nicely. It's not as opened as I'd want it to be, but I'm going to work on that right now to make it look more open. So I'm cutting off part of the base. I'm bringing this around, just like this in the front. I'm going to add some glue And I'm going to work on right here, this area right here. And then I'm going to put glue down at the bottom. And then I'm going to hold it on my beautiful flower. But I want to put it out more. See how I'm holding it out more? Because you want it to look like it's opening. So hold it down. Cut off some of the base. I'm going to bring it in the middle. I'm going to add some glue on the base and adhere it to my flower. Put a little more glue on the bottom and hold it there. So you want to hold it till the glue sets. And you want your flower to look like it's opening up. We still have quite a few petals left, which is good. Cutting the base, too much base. I'm going to curl it a little in the front so that it adheres. I'm going to add glue on the bottom. Go over here where there's an empty spot, right here, pushing it down, adding some glue at the bottom, a generous amount, and bringing it up. And you want to hold that on there and rub it in, just like that. Right at the bottom. So I am going to, when this is done, I'm going to add more waves or definition to my flower. So again, curling it this way, coming over here to this spot, and we're going to put this right here. So you want to just keep layering your rose. You can have it as big as you want, as small as you want. I did not space them the way I thought in my head, so I'm a little bummed about that. But I still think this is very pretty. So you want to hold your rose petal on there. Smooth it out. I think that's lovely. I have, I believe, 2 petals left. Again, cut the base. Put this here. Add glue at the bottom. Hold it on right at the bottom so it looks like it's blooming out. I think I'm going to add some leaves to my flower also. Cutting the base, adding more glue. Putting glue at the bottom and holding it up. So here's what our rose looks like right now. Going to tighten these up a little bit around the outside and add more glue, but down near the bottom to tighten this up. I'm sorry I keep dropping my glue gun on the table. I keep trying to set it up and it keeps falling over. So you want to make sure that it's adhered to the other leaf. All your leaves, you want them adhered. So I am adding glue where I need my leaves to adhere. This is going to be outstanding when we're done. And I'm thinking with beautiful green leaves, that'll make it even prettier. So I'm going to glue this to this. You don't want to go too far up due to the fact that you'd like the curves in your leaves. You want to fluff it out somewhat. Then I'm going to take my hot glue stick and move my petals to make them go out. And here's how pretty it looks right now. And then I'm going to add some green leaves. So I took one piece of construction paper and I folded it in half, and now I'm going to try and make a leaf for a rose. Not the greatest leaf person, as you can see, but I just want to add some color to my leaf. So I'm going to cut this up the middle. And I am fixing the line just by doing little wavy things. Okay, so let's see if we like leaves on our rose. So here is our rose, and I'm thinking one leaf here, or maybe both leaves over here. Maybe not. Yes, I want both leaves over here, just like this. So I'm going to glue them on. The thing with crafting is you can change your mind as you do it, which is kind of awesome. It's whatever you're feeling. And it, you know, it's all about you and what you want for yourself. So I put a lot of glue and I glued them together. Now I'm going to take this and find a spot that's not very fluffy, which is over here. And I'm going to take my leaves and put them on. And then I'm going to add some more glue to bring them up a little higher. Now if you want to curl your leaves or your petals more, feel free. But I think this is a very, very beautiful flower. I think it's stunning. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you come back again. Have a blessed day. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. And thanks for watching. See you next time.